Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Farmer Contractor series. We have a lot of road haulage to do today. Drilling is all but done, and there's a big green new sprayer in town. Let's go. Well folks, we've been waiting for it for a while, but it is here. The new sprayer has arrived in our fleet. Welcome back to another episode of the Greenlands Farmer Contractor. My name is Simulation for the Nation, and just look. It took a while to arrive, but the John Deere sprayer is here. This is the See and Spray top of the range R732. Boy, is it pretty impressive. I've been out here this morning to do some early work with it because the wind's supposed to pick up in a little bit, but for now it's pretty chilled. So we've been cracking on. We've got the crop sensors on the front as well. We haven't used those today or yet. We've just got them with us ready to go. But yeah, we've been putting a little bit of herbicide down. You can see there's quite a strong concentration of weeds coming through here. A bit of wild oats coming through, amongst other bits and pieces, and some blackgrass in there as well. Blackgrass we can't do too much about it this time, but the oats and the other weeds in there we sure can, and we have. So we're gonna take this back to the yard now, because we got to go and jump into my big tractor and get some other work done. This will, as the wind's creeping up again today, I don't think we'll be out in this. Some of the other team are going to be heading out very shortly. Just getting themselves ready to go. The drill is out. The new drill is out and about today on the 722. The combination drill I think we're done with. We're just wrapping up smaller work now, smaller jobs here and there. I think the last job that's on the books for right now is being done today. It's drilling a little bit of winter oats there. It's getting a little bit late in the year, but we're sneaking it in anyway. So we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, we're all set until spring. We've got our own spring drilling to do, and I'm sure we'll get a little bit more work coming through there as well. But it's good. It means that we can move on. We can focus on other jobs. We've got a few of our own to do in the coming few days, and there's a few sneaky contracts that are coming in as well. So we're going to try and see if we can get a few more of those coming in frequently. Looking to leverage the contracts that we've made with the Forestry Commission, see if we can get a bit more through there. And we'll also be looking to continue that with, like I say, some of our own work with the production depots there, and further afield if we can as well. But otherwise, there's always going to be spraying work to do. If the weather and the ground stays dry, we'll try and get a little bit of get some nitrogen on there to our fields as well. Cover crops are starting to come through and look good for it as well, which is brilliant. So everything is looking quite all right from our end. But you can always try and pick up a few other bits of work here and there, that's for sure. Fleet's being kept busy. That's the main thing I've got to look at the moment there, is just how we're managing and handling the fleet, because that's always going to be crucially important for us. But we'll have to see. You can see there is the Fent over there. Just want to get started on that field, which is good. And we're away. Like I said, I got a few different things to do today. We have a slightly bigger trailer, low loader, that we're going to go and move some bits and pieces around for the Forestry Commission. Actually got that to do. We're going to be doing some cattle things as well. We've got some muck, got some milk to sell. Finally need to get that going and get that cleared out of our tanks, and so hopefully we can do okay with that. So yeah, like I say, lots to do, always busy, and we'll have to see how we get on. Not too much else has changed really. We were able to get everything finished from the drilling for the cover crops. That's all done, so now we don't really need to touch those fields for a while. We will be going into our ground, into the fields that have been drilled. They do need to be hit with a little bit of nitrogen. Get some T1s on there as well, and we'll see how else it looks. But yeah, for now we should be okay. What we're gonna do with this is just stick it into one of the sheds for now, perhaps the shed with the combine in. And yeah, we'll have a look over it and get it ready to go. We've a few smaller little things to look at here. We did build a small outhouse really to stick some of our the sensors and the transmitters that we needed, because we have kind of really stepped up recently. We have got a little bit more precision on our farm now, which is good. We integrate our GPS and our RTK steering here with variable rate application for our drills, which both drills have. And we're looking to continue with that as well. But yeah, for that and for also the application with the sprayer here, does require a little bit of extra work and a little bit of extra input, but I think the end of it all, it will really be worth it. As I say, lovely looking sprayer here, absolutely delightful to work with. Each one of these is a camera, So this is able to scan the crop as you're going through it and identify where and what we need to be spraying, and then turning on each individual nozzle for that precise moment. Calculates the speed you're traveling so it knows when to turn it on. So ultimately you see some significant reductions in your output, or in the cost of your inputs, at least there anyway. So that's always fantastic. What we'll do before we do anything else, just going to take this bag of seed away. Take this back around the corner. And then yeah, so that's a really good strong point for us, actually. Something that we can really look to focus on. Right now it's become very challenging with the economy there to actually focus in and grow anything because of the costs required for each of the inputs for those crops. So have to be really intentional with what you're doing. Now yes, it was a big output to begin with, but I do strongly believe that that will more than come back and pay for itself at a given time. So we will continue to monitor that. I think what we'll do for right now is leave this here. Okay, a lot of equipment in here needs to be serviced. New points on the subsoiler and on the plow there. Roller needs to be washed down, greased up, nothing too major there. New points on that plow. And then we should be good, hopefully. Our crops up here. Have a quick sprint up the hill. Looking to get rid of the stones that we've been picking around here. Maybe get those crushed up and put into a gateway somewhere. But yeah, for the most part, it's still doing okay. I don't expect it to do much more growth between now and through till spring. Certainly wouldn't like it to. We don't want to stretch it too much. These weeds are starting to creep in here, so we might have to come along and get this this field sprayed off. We'll keep an eye on it though, see how it goes. But right now, at least, it's not too bad at all. It's just tillering out there nicely, so we'll leave it at that stage, I think, and then we'll put a bit of growth regulator on it at some point there, just to control. We don't really want it to shoot up too soon. It can cause a few different issues there with disease and also poorer yielding crops down the line. So we'll keep an eye on that one and see how it goes. So today we're going to do a few things. We have, like I say, we're going to shift some milk around, which should be a nice paycheck. Then we've also got to go pick up our new trailer, which has I believe it's got a rock crusher on it at the moment, and then we need to pick up something else, which I'm not really sure what that is, and take those over to the Forestry Commission, where we actually put that road in for them. So I think the only thing we can really do for that is take my tractor, take the big Fendt. We sold off the maize that we had in the back of from the field there. Did okay, nothing crazy, but we got rid of it. That was the main thing. So that's always good. Now what we'll do is just jump on in. Nice, perfect. There's a little bit of winter plowing that we need to do, so I think the 724 at some point is going to go onto that job, which should be fairly handy. The drill is out there. The other fertilizer sprayer may well be going out today. We're just waiting to see if it's going to be today or this morning or this afternoon. So we'll see how that looks. But then yeah, we'll have to get that plow on. We will likely not stick any of the points on there before we start. We'll just get going, and this last job for the season, then we can be done. But anyway, let us go. What we'll do is we're going to head down to the local dealer. We did trade in our low loader. It wasn't the biggest. I wanted one which was a little bit larger, which we could, to be honest, that we could multitask with a bit more, to be honest. Our low load was a little bit old, and the design wasn't too hot for it really, for what I needed. So this will allow us to be able to use this one to shift grain around a little bit, or shift bags of seed, bags of fertilizer around a little bit more effectively, but also take some heavier loads. It's a triple axle as opposed to a double axle, and yeah, it should be pretty good. So we're going to pick that one up. Apparently the crusher's already loaded on. We're not going to be unloading anything today. We're just going to be moving it really, and then we'll leave it for the Forestry Commission to figure that out. I think we have to use an excavator to haul it off. Yeah, we'll see. But never a dull moment here anyway. Always something different, something new, which is rather good. Starting to rack the hours up on this thing as well. Got a bit of ploughing land in recently. I might have to get a little bit more if I can. Maybe stick this on the plough just for old time's sake. But anyway, in we come, and there we, oh my, it's a big cat. Look at that. Okay, what we'll do then is, this is my trailer. We'll figure out how we're going to attach this, get those ramps put down, and that looks like quite an impressive load. Let me just get this close to where I need to be. That'll do it, I think. And then... Alright, what we're going to do is just figure out how this cat moves and see if I actually figure it on here. It's going to be a bit tight. Alright, so I've just done a bit of a check around to make sure everything is functioning. It looks like it is. And check out this for a load. Ahem. That's going to be heavy. The fence going to know it's on there, that's for sure. Got to be close to my load limit here, but as you can see, it's a nice, strong looking trailer. Triple axle there is exactly what we need in this instance, and that is what we're going to roll with. So... I guess we just get going with it really and see how we get on. It's going to be an interesting one. Anyway, let's just take our sweet time with this and see what it looks like. We're going to take the short way, obviously. Don't want to spend any longer than we have to on the road here. But let's just take our time to get out. Wonderful. Well, there is definitely a lot of weight behind this. We're feeling it coming up some of these hills, that's for sure. But we're just going to take our time and we're going to get going anyway. And we're coming up there, we're pulling, we are pulling slowly but surely, but we're getting there. That's the main thing anyway. We're not going too far, just over, kind of down there to be honest, in the valley. So one of the main areas of concern for me will be going downhill actually with all this weight behind me. But we'll see how we get on. And I certainly wouldn't want to have any of the smaller tractors pulling this around anyway. Well, like I said before, we've just got to swing this into the area that they're working in or about to start working. And then pretty much leave it really. So I can handle that very handily indeed. We're still able to cruise along here though. Hoping that we can maybe, like I said, get a little bit more work. I've got an eye on a bit of machinery that I don't need or have any other usage for, but it's a bit of diversification that may well come into its own. We'll have to see. But yeah, you always got to look at different options, I suppose. What's happening in the back there? It's bouncing on something, but we're getting there. Oh, are we ever getting there? Good heavens, we made it up. Wow, what a load. Once upon a time thought about what it would look like to get a track excavator such as this one there, but I just don't see enough work for it to justify the cost. Even these things, when this one's a bit older that I'm pulling behind, and these things are still pretty pricey. And then you got to really find a better alternative to lugging it around, maybe an HGV, for example, a low loader, which I wouldn't have enough inputs for there, or enough of a workload to justify one. So yeah, we'll have to see. But this will be okay for now, I guess. Ooh, doesn't like this hill so much. Come on, fence, up you go. All right, up we go. So now just the gentle cruise down the hill, really, over the bridge, and there we go. We're gonna just take our time. We're gonna get down there as soon as we can, and we'll have a look what unloading this looks like. Then really, like I say, onto a bit more hauling. We'll probably end up going down to see what's happening at the production depot as well, just to kind of check in there. And I know we do have quite a load of produce that's nearly ready to go, so I have to check in to make sure that's all looking good. Yeah, we'll get down this hill, take it nice and slowly, and see what the next steps are. Alright, so you join me at quite the tricky point in this whole operation. Try and get it up this bank and in. I don't know if that's going to be any good or not, without blocking this road up for too long either. We can maybe get there, we just have to go straight back for a little bit and then bring it around. Yeah, okay. Let's try and get around that corner as best as we can. Oh, by Lord, have we done it. Good heavens. As you can see, they've already put a road of gravel down here as well, which is makes this all that little bit easier, I would say. Might try that again this time. I'm just going to take it far enough back so it's off the road. They said not to worry about blocking anything for now. In terms of a path in here, they're going to do something around that, I think. Ooh, good heavens. So what we'll do is just get ourselves back onto the hardcore there. I don't want to get off here because it's going to be a bit sticky. I don't mind the tractor going off, a couple of wheels going off there, but once that thing goes off, we're in trouble, I guess. All right, there you go. Excellent. I think that's going to do us. We're just going to lower everything down from here. And then let's get this all unhooked and we can leave it here for now, I think. And that is pretty much how we're going to leave that one. That's it's in. We did that job. That's the main thing. Let's just leave that there. And we'll come back and see just what that kind of looks like in the coming days, I think. For right now, though, we're going to head back on up to the farm. We'll probably take I don't think we'll take this tractor to go and shift some milk around. That seems a little bit excessive. We'll take the 724 while it's here anyway. And then, yeah, go and do a little bit more running around down at the production depot as well, where there's lots to get caught up with. So we'll see what that looks like when we get down there. Alright, and so we are just loading up. We've got, this is probably going to be a full load here to take away, and then we'll have to figure out what we're going to do with the rest of it. Some of it needs to go down to the bakery for a contract we have there. The rest of it is just going straight into the nearest dairy, actually, so that should be good. For right now, though, we're going to leave it here. So thank you very much for watching. This has just been a bit of a day on the road, really. A few more things to do and a lot more to get caught up on. The new sprayer is going to be a fantastic asset to us, and I can't wait to see how that goes. If you are enjoying this series, please do leave a comment down below. If you haven't done so already, do hit that like button and subscribe for more from me, Simulation for the Nation. Until next time, folks, do stay safe, enjoy what we're doing as always, and we'll see you in the next one. Catch you later.